Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Redline First Impression. This week Buick has sent me over the company's flagship sedan, the 2017 Buick Lacrosse. Let's go over some of my top 5 dislikes and likes about this all-new version. So number 5 is definitely going to go to the rear end styling of this vehicle. I mean, just look at it. It's not particularly a pleasing design in my eyes. It looks a little bit old schoolish, a little bit bulbous, and it doesn't really match the elegant lines of the front end, which really resemble a lot of high-end European cars. For me, the rear end design just doesn't match cohesively. It just looks a little bit fat, a little bit bloated, and a little bit bland. So for number 4, for my top 5 dislikes, it's probably going to go to some of the interior switchgear in here. Now, Buick has made some pretty big strides to making this a much higher quality interior. However, I see a lot of GM part sharing in here, and some of the materials feel a little bit cheap, a little bit rubberized, and they just don't go with the overall luxury premium feel that Buick is trying to portray, especially with their latest redesigns. So number 3 of my top 5 dislikes is probably going to go to the steering wheel on the all-new Lacrosse. Now, of course, looks are subjective, but if you're going to look at the design of the steering wheel for this vehicle, it just doesn't do it for me. I like the fact that it's a 4-spoke, but it just looks kind of fat and very unsporty, which again, this is not a sporty car. However, Buick did reduce the weight of the all-new Lacrosse by 300 pounds, and they added a sport button here on the dash. So I would have liked to see a much more attractive looking steering wheel. To me, the design just doesn't work. Again, that's going to really be up to your taste. Number 2 in my top 5 dislikes is going to go to this shifter. Now, this shifter is the same shifter that Cadillac is using in the XT5, and it basically tries to copy BMW, although it's just a little bit of a finicky design. To put it into drive, you have to push and hold this button here while pulling all the way back. The car annoyingly beeps and bongs every time you do that. And to put it into reverse, I just think you should have pushed forward like BMW, but you have to go over to the left as well while holding the button to put it into reverse, and it's just a really annoying overall shifter design. I really think that GM should have used something a little bit simpler. They didn't need to copy BMW. And finally, number 1 of my top 5 dislikes for the all-new Lacrosse has to do with the actual driving dynamics. It's just a rather boring, bland, heavy car to drive, and it's also front drive like this model, so it has some torque steer, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. Again, this has to do with the entire class of the vehicle. It just doesn't really appeal to me. Those of you who really like this style of vehicle, that's obviously not going to be a negative for you, but for my particular style, the driving dynamics and the size of this vehicle just don't work for me. Now, onto a more positive note, let's take a look at my top 5 likes for this all-new Lacrosse, and number 5 definitely goes to the front-end styling. I just think Buick did a really good job. They took a lot of influence here from the all-new Avenir concept, and it looks very classy, very elegant. I like the new grille, I like the headlights. A lot of you say it resembles a Mercedes-Benz. A CLA is what I see, and I definitely agree. It's a very classy looking design that'll age extremely well, and it just makes the new Lacrosse look a lot more expensive and a lot more luxurious, especially versus all the previous generations. Number 4 in my top 5 likes has to go to the wheels on my particular tester. Now, these are 20-inch polished wheels, and they are a $1,600 option, which are definitely pricey. However, they just look fantastic. They fill out the wheel wells great. And with Buick's excellent tuning of their chassis, the suspension, the quiet tuning, you still have a quiet, comfortable ride, and it rides on 245/40 R20 tires. Definitely expensive tires, but I think it's worth it, and it really sets off the lines of the all-new Lacrosse. Number 3 in my top 5 likes for the all-new Lacrosse has to go to the Panoramic Sunroof option. Now, that is a $1,500 option if you guys want it. It has a power retractable sunshade. It lets in plenty of light, as you can see in the cabin, and it just really makes this car much more premium, and it's a feature that some of its competitors just don't offer at any price. Now that brings me to number 2 of my top 5 likes with the all-new Lacrosse is its gigantic back seat. I mean, check this space out. This legroom that they offer is just incredible. It really shows off that Buick has the space efficiency down with their design, and this is much more legroom than you get in a lot of the competitors. So if you guys don't want that smaller mid-size car, the Lacrosse definitely gives you all that space that you're looking for when you go for a full-size vehicle. And of course, number 1 in my top 5 likes for this new Lacrosse that honor goes to the seats. The front seats on this vehicle are just incredibly comfortable, incredibly supportive. They're really wide. They're really great on long trips. And as an added bonus, my tester has an optional massage function. When you push this button right here, it turns on a lumbar massage that basically goes up and down and in and out, and it feels extremely nice. Really premium upscale feature that they used to reserve on high-end luxury cars, and it's great to see Buick offering it on their flagship Lacrosse at a much more reasonable price. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed my Redline first impression for this all-new 2017 Buick Lacrosse. Keep in mind, this is just an additional video. I'll be doing a full Redline review that you'll be seeing uploaded in the next few days. But until then, if you guys are looking to see the latest cars I'm testing, make sure you follow me on Instagram at redline_reviews. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel so you can see all the latest reviews. And make sure you like us on Facebook to follow us and see what other vehicles we'll be testing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.